Hey everyone, Kibler here with another sponsored video about Skylanders Ring of Heroes from Come To Us. This is actually the first video that I've done, that I've recorded at least, since the game's global release. I was originally playing on the sort of pre-release servers in the previous videos that I recorded, and in the process I've learned quite a bit. I've been playing the game a lot, and frankly I've been really enjoying it, and I hope if you had a chance to check it out already, you have been too. But I'm going to talk about a lot of things today. Ultimately, we're going to discuss PvP, but first, I want to share some of the things I've learned in my time playing this game for a while in live. So, one of the big things is that you see I have this whole array of various maxed out Skylanders, some natural 5 stars, some that have been evolved up to 5 stars. One big thing, though, is that the starting Skylanders you get are actually really good, and especially as the game goes on long, Skylanders like Stealth Elf and Hot Dog, Enigma, Blades, they're actually quite powerful, in large part because they're much easier to level up and awaken, because you get more of their soul stones, their soul shards, from the quest and everything. Stealth Elf, for example, I think you get something like 450 Stealth Elf soul shards in the early stages in the quests, and you see it makes it a lot easier to power up Stealth Elf as well as evolve her, because those are very important once you sort of get to the max level. There's these 5-star, natural 5-star, like this Wildstorm I got fairly early on in one of my my summon tickets, summon packs, whatever they are, and as you see, I haven't been able to power him up at all. I haven't gotten any more soul shards for Wildstorm, so he's at his max that he will be likely for a very long time. So it's actually, while it may seem like these natural 4, natural 5s are these great boons to your team, that really is limited. A lot of the things that you are going to do the best with are going to be the things that you start with that are much more efficient for you to power up and get to sort of the later stages of the game, the 5 and 6 star, as well as awakening them. Anyway, these Skylanders, like Stealth Elf, Hot Dog, Enigma, you get a lot of ways to power them up with their soul shards through the quest and everything for the first and second stages, and that makes them much more appealing for the late game. So, in addition to them and some of the powerful Skylanders you can farm, like here, Kaboom. Kaboom is really good. I spent a lot of time in the Fire Adventure stage, in the normal difficulty, just farming up Kaboom pieces so I could awaken him, because awakening Kaboom makes one of his abilities, as you can take a look right here, his skill ends up, rather than just hitting 2 opponents, as you can see, it jumps on all enemies and casts Explode on them. So he has this really powerful AoE once he is awakened. So really worth trying to farm up the Kaboom shards and get him 5-starred and then awakened, and keep him as part of your squad. So, he's not something that you're gonna open up in one of the legendary packs or whatever, but you can farm him up really easily, and everyone has access to them. As you see, I have all these different guys. Another one I've been farming, Whamshell. This guy is a really powerful tank type, because he has a skill that allows you to shield your Skylanders from damage, so he can help keep your guys alive. Very, very powerful fellow. I've been farming him up. You see the skill there. I've been farming him up from the, I believe it's the 9 adventure zone, the darkness zone. For whatever reason, that's where this guy hangs out, and in the easy mode actually, and you can farm him up in there. You can see, just take a look here, you can see the different Skylanders you can get from each of the adventure modes. We see Kaboom in here, anywhere between stage 1 and 6 in normal. Hot Dog is in easy, and we'll go all the way down here to the Mansion of Gloom. As you can see, that's where we've been farming Whamshell. So it's always a good idea to focus on trying to find a couple of Skylanders you really want to be powering up and evolving, and ultimately potentially awakening, as well as just picking up the boss stage soul shards when you can, because those, you're guaranteed shards from each of the boss stages 3 times per day. So really good use of your energy in order to really bolster your Skylanders team to have however you can get. So anyway, let's talk about PvP. That's what we've really been building up to this entire time with these various videos. And PvP actually just had a weekly reset. We're down to 0% win rate. I have been playing a decent amount, but not a ton. More focusing on, as I mentioned, farming up my team, getting soul shards and such. But the way that it works, you go into the duel section. Dueling is something that uses your gears that you can accumulate up to 5 at a time. You can also purchase them from the shop. Dueling earns you these arena medals, which you can use to purchase a wide variety of things, whether soul shards directly for some of the Skylanders, as well as Omni Gems, which you can exchange for Skylander soul shards based on their rarity. And it takes a lot, but you can potentially just earn all of the arena medals to get everything in the shop each week. And that, of course, depends on just how much you are playing in the arena and how much you are winning. I haven't really been focusing a ton on arena since I've been playing, but you see 1, 3, and 5 wins per day. I generally try to get up to at least my 5 wins per day in order to get all of those rewards. And anytime I really happen to be in the game and look over and I have 5 gears, I'll go ahead and jump in and do my duels in order to make use of them to let them replenish later on. Anyway, let's go ahead and find ourselves a match. We'll jump in and battle. You always can scroll down. Every 10 minutes you can reset if you can't find an opponent who happens to be a good match for you. We'll go ahead and check here. So jump in, and now we gotta set our squad. Generally, you can set your squad for every different opponent, but usually you want to have a fairly balanced squad. Have some offensive Skylanders, some defensive Skylanders. You want to make sure that when you're going up against an opponent, you don't just have Skylanders who are weak against their elements. So we're going to go ahead and throw in Nightmare here, as well as Hot Dog for our healer, and then we'll toss in Kaboom to get some good AoE damage there. And of course, we want to throw in Broccoli Guy. Broccoli Guy is actually, I think, another kind of sleeper in Skylanders Ring of Heroes. He's a villain. You don't really pay too much attention to your villains, but I've actually been using Broccoli Guy and leveling him up significantly. We can see my opponent did as well. Is already at 4-star, level 40. Mine is max out. And Broccoli Guy is pretty unique because he brings healing to your team, and even if you don't have a healing Skylander in any particular squad, he can give you that healing and can also really help bolster any squad no matter what. So I really think that it's worth investing some of your resources in leveling up your Broccoli Guy, because no matter what element you're going against, having that Broccoli Guy in your team for a bit of healing is pretty valuable. So when you see, we're going to go ahead and turn off the auto here. We usually farm with the auto, but PvP with manual control. And it is pretty fast action here. We want to queue up our Comet in order to get the attack buff and then heal up our Kaboom before it gets exploded. But here, there's that big AoE I was talking about, and boom! Firebark, very useful. I've spent some resources leveling up Hot Dog's Firebark. He is an excellent support character as a result. And Broccoli Guy, of course, also coming in big. There's another Firebark, keeping him alive. Honor of Night, that's the leader ability from Nightmare, which also, anytime an opposing unit dies, heals your whole team. So as you can see, that goes a long way once we get even a single kill toward helping snowball the game in our favor. And, just keep firing off our offensive abilities. Firebark, keep that Hot Dog alive. Good dog. And ta-da! We are victorious. You see, we completed our daily arena mission. First win of the day. And as you can see, we are platinum ranked. We earn 15 arena medals. And we can use up all of our gears there. We see we have 4 out of 5. So normally, like I said, I would go through and use all 5 of my gears, let them have time to replenish. And we see we've gotten 1 of our daily victory rewards. We'll go ahead and claim it, 20 arena medals. And for your 3 and 5 victories, you similarly receive additional arena medals, which, as I said before, you can use in the arena shop in order to get soul shards and Omni Gems. Check out the rankings. As you can see, a lot of people who are really high ranked. I haven't been doing a ton of arena in the duels here, but some people, they focus really heavily on PvP, using their gears however often they can, using their gems to purchase more gears to try and rank up as quickly as possible. I'm only 1457 ranked. We got a ways to go before we reach these guys, but you know, we may get there. We'll see. We'll see. I just got to farm up my stuff first. I like the PvE into the PvP. But anyway, that's duels. That is one of the kinds of PvP. But then there's also friendly match. Friendly match is a mode that you can choose to play a private game against one of your friends, or just a quick game, find someone else who is trying to queue for a friendly match. Just go ahead and put the same squad in here. And friendly match is basically just an opportunity to sort of practice and have fun in PvP. You do get rewards for playing friendly matches as well, but it's not ranked. You don't have to worry about, you know, going up and down in rank if you win or lose. So if you want to test out new ideas without really having your ranking on the line, friendly match is good for that. Or if you want to find a friend who you're just going to battle through. And here we see, just wanted to focus again a little bit on Broccoli Guy. As I mentioned, we've used some of our skill resources to level up his heal ability all the way up to level 5. And it's quite powerful, just increases the heal ability, also gives it defense up, and can even remove a debuff. The next skill up even gives health regen for 2 turns, which can be just very, very powerful. So, like I said, one of the things that's so great about using resources to skill up and power up your Broccoli Guy is that he can go into any squad. You know, if you have a PvP squad, a specific squad you want to use there, you will be able to include Broccoli Guy against anything. So as I just noticed, you know, hey, I've got some more resources that I could use. Let's get Broccoli Guy as strong as he can be, because he is, you know, despite being a villain, somehow a real core of my Skylander squad. And now all the way up to 4-star +4. We are a little bit short in his soul shards, as well as the legendary upgrade elixir. We need to buff him any more, so we'll have to come back to him later. Anyway, we'll just jump on into this friendly duel. Opponent is I think that's an awakened stealth elf my opponent has there, if I identify it correctly. I'm colorblind, so it can be hard to tell on all these, but anyway, we're pretty high, pretty much higher level than all of our opponent's guys here, so I think we'll have a pretty good shot of taking him down. But we're just kind of trying to show how this works here. Not necessarily a super competitive match, but yeah, we're getting one of their guys down already. Honor of Knight healing us up, and just gonna throw damage all at them. Super cannon jump, boom! Look at just how powerful that is. That is why Kaboom, and specifically Awakened Kaboom, is such a sought-after Skylander. I think I saw some people on the Reddit for Skylanders Ring of Heroes making like Kaboom emotes for people's Twitch channels. He's a popular guy, so recommend checking him out as he stomps all over my opponent's squad. And we see we complete the With a Friend mission, Daily Duel 1 mission as well, and you know, it's worth going through if you're trying to maximize your resources and doing all of your duels as well as your friendly matches each day, at least up to the point you get all of those rewards. Anyway, thank you very much for tuning in to this final video in this series of Skylanders Ring of Heroes content. I've been playing a lot, as I mentioned, and really enjoying the game, so if you enjoy what you see here, I highly recommend that you check it out from the link in the description. So thanks again to Come2Us for sponsoring these videos, and I hope to see you all in the Skylands.